This is higher homework 11. It's question 5 we're looking at here. And what we have is two circles have equations. Well, I've got one equation here, and I have to show that the circles touch externally. Let me draw down what I'm going to be looking at here. So let me draw down one circle first of all. There's one circle there. Okay, and I'll draw down a second circle just to the side of this one here. So let's go from there, get a centre there, and go like that there. Okay, so this is a situation that I'm kind of looking at now. I'm trying to look at these two circles that are touching externally, and that's the situation I would have there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find out, if I just centre up these centres, what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to find out the radius of one of the circles. I'll then find out the radius of the other circle, so that would be R2, and if R1 plus R2 is equal to this distance between the centres, just draw that one, so that there's the distance between centres. So if R1 plus R2 equals that distance there, then they must be touching externally, and that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. Right, so first thing I'm going to do is try and find the centre of the first circle. Okay, and finding the centre, I'll just go there, looking at this here and this here. I've got 2g equals 4, and g is equal to 2. For here, I've got 2f equals 6, so f equals 3. So my centre, remember, is minus g minus f, and that's on the formula sheet. So my circle centre is going to be minus 2, minus 3 for this one here, okay? And that's the first circle. Same thing for the second circle. So I'll go for 2g is equal to minus 12. So I've got g equaling minus 6. Over here I've got 2f is equal to minus 2. So f is equal to minus 1. So my centre again, same thing. Minus g minus f. And what I've got is I've got a 6, 1 centre for that one there. Okay, so worked out the centres. I need the radii, or the radius of the circle 1 and circle 2, so I'll go ahead and do that as well. I'll just work down the way. So I'm going to look at the formula sheet again, and what I'll do is I'll find out the formula for the radius. So it's going to be g squared plus f squared, and I'm going to subtract there c. I'll just set this up on this side here as well. So that'll be radius 1, radius 2. G squared plus f squared minus c. Right then, so I'll go ahead and substitute the values in here. So what I've got is for g was 2, f was 3, and c is 8, so that'd be minus 8 that's going to be there. Okay, that's going to give me, that's root 5 if I work that through. Over on this side here, what I've got is just fire in the values as well. So g is minus 6, so minus 6 squared plus minus 1 squared. And I'm going to subtract from that minus 8. So I'm going to be adding on 8 there at the end. Okay, so looking at that there, that should give me root 45. Root 45, and what I can do is I can simplify that down as a insert form. So that'll be a 9 and a 5 that I can simplify it down to. So that's going to give me 3 root 5 for the radius there. So radius 1 is root 5, radius 2 is 3 root 5. Okay. Right, so what I'll do now is I'll work out the distance between the centres. So this is between the centres. And what we'll go for is we'll just go for the distance formula on that one, which will be x2 minus x1, and we'll square that. Add to that y2 minus y1, and we'll just square that there as well. What I'll then do is just substitute my values in, so that'll be just using the centres, okay, the two centres that I'd worked out here, and let's see, I'll go for that one there, that's going to be 1 minus 3, and that's going to be squared as well. When I work that through, that's going to be, that's root of 80, and if I simplify that down in insert form, that'd be 16 and 5, that would give me 4 root 5. Okay. What I'll do is I'll work out the R1 plus R2. So R1 plus R2 is equal to root 5 plus 3 root 5, which equals 4 root 5. So they're the same. The distance between the centres, this one here is 4 root 5. And the two of them added together with 4 root 5. So the circles do touch externally. So since R1 plus R2 equals the distance between centres, and that was 4 root 5 equals 4 root 5, the circles touch externally. Okay, that's the question complete. Right, marking here, what I'll do is I'll go for 1 mark for getting the centre here and another mark for this one here. I'll get 1 mark for getting the size of the radius, and I'll just take that mark there. So there's the radius marks that we've got there. So that's 4 marks so far. I'll get 1 mark for working out the distance between the centres. Okay, and finally for making a comparison of the two that's here, making sure that I've got a statement that says that they touch externally. So this question here, out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, out of 6 marks.